This was printed in the 4th week of 1992. And I'm going to go ahead and just make this video is because this tape is completely twisted at the beginning. Right during the entire black screen and before the MCA Universal Home Video warning screen comes up at the beginning of it after the twisted part at the very beginning. And let me tell you guys the reason why and tell you guys the story about why this tape is now completely twisted up at the beginning. Right during the entire black screen at the very beginning of this tape now is, by the way, you guys, this tape got eaten up like 2 times recently at the very beginning of the tape, right during the black screen at the very beginning of it. Because this tape is extremely used, and this is an extremely used former rental tape of the 1992 VHS of Child's Play 3, which this was taken from the extremely rare widescreen of death and moaning sound at the end of this copy. Because this copy has the extremely rare close-in at the end, which is very disappointing, and this is a very rare and hard to find copy. No joke. It's so disappointing that this tape actually got eaten up like 2 times in one of my VCRs. I think it was my Panasonic VCR DVD combo, to be exact. That was the last time it actually ate this tape at the very beginning. Inside of my Panasonic VCR DVD combo back around a few days ago, back the past weekend, back on Saturday afternoon for no apparent reason at all. But don't get me wrong though, guys, all my VCRs does not eat tapes at all, but unfortunately it just only ate this tape up at the very beginning of the tape, right during the black screen at the very beginning of it. Basically, it's because my Panasonic VCR DVD combo was not handling the damage so well at the beginning, and that's what causes the tape to get eaten up again inside of my Panasonic VCR DVD combo. It's right during the black screen at the very beginning of it, right before the 1991 MCA Universal Home Video warning screen at the beginning of it comes up afterwards. So I'm about to go ahead and show you guys proof about that now this tape is completely twisted at the beginning. And yes, I will show you the film strip during this video too, to show you proof that the film strip is actually twisted now at the very beginning. So this tape is now twisted at the beginning. No joke. It literally just got twisted up at the beginning right after I was reeling the film strip back in, after this tape got eaten up again the second time. So you guys are not going to believe the damage part, the twisted part that will appear at the very beginning of the tape. Right at the start of the beginning of the tape and right the start of the opening to it, to this copy right here. Prepare for this, you guys, because this is not going to be good, guys. So y'all gonna find out for yourselves that why this tape is now completely twisted at the beginning, and you'll see what it looks like and everything. It's gonna go blank throughout the entire black screen at the beginning of this tape. For my extremely rare widescreen of death and moaning sound copy of this tape. Yeah. So basically, this tape is a really old tape, and it's been completely worn out and stuff. This tape is pretty much completely worn out, and it's been used up a lot throughout over the years, and it's an extremely used former rental tape, because this copy used to be belonged to a video rental store back in the day and stuff, and that's what's probably causing this tape to be worn out so much, and it's been wearing out a lot lately and stuff. So And that's what happens when some VHS tapes that are former rentals, they get worn out so quick after they get used up a lot, and they play in the VCRs, and they get played a lot in the VCR and stuff, and that's what's causing some former rentals to be worn out and stuff. So this is the tape that actually was getting worn out completely. So, and that's what's causing this tape to get eaten up at the very beginning, and it got completely twisted during the beginning part of it for sure. So that's what's basically the story with this tape, and actually the story to some VHS tapes that were former rentals back in the day, including this one. So apparently this tape actually got eaten up like 2 times in a row recent, and it just got twisted, and the damage actually got worse, and it made it worse for sure. So it just only happened at the very beginning of the tape. So it didn't happen anywhere in the movie or anything like that. So that's good. So the whole entire movie still plays okay, but the beginning part of this tape is so freaking horrendous, guys. So y'all gonna find out why for sure during this video. That I'm actually gonna go ahead and show you the twisted part that's at the beginning of this copy of Child's Play 3 1992 VHS with the widescreen of death and moaning sound at the end. So you guys ready to see this, guys? Because y'all gonna be in a real shock about this, and you guys are not gonna believe the twisted part that just happened recently, and the film strip got twisted up at the beginning after I was reeling it back in, after it got eaten up and all that stuff the second time. So during the entire black screen is now completely blank, and it's completely twisted throughout the entire black screen at the very beginning of the tape, right before the MCA Universal Home Video warning screen afterwards. So you guys are not going to believe the damage part, what it is right now, and you guys are not going to believe the excuse me. So you guys are not going to believe the twisted part that actually happened. So you guys ready to see this, guys? Prepare for the twisted part that just happened at the very beginning. So you guys are not going to be you guys are not going to be happy with this at all, and you guys are not going to be in a real treat with this and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in and watch the twisted part and watch the entire blank screen during the beginning of this tape now, and y'all going to find out, and I'm about to show you proof that this tape is now twisted at the very beginning. No joke, guys. Just only at the very beginning part, right during the black screen at the very beginning of it. So you guys ready to see this, guys? You guys are not going to believe your eyes about the damage at the very beginning. So I'm going to go on and put this in, and I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, action. Prepare for this, guys. This is not going to be good at all, guys. This will be insane, guys. So I'm going to go on and put this in, and you guys are not going to be in a real treat for this, guys, because it's not going to be all that great and all that stuff. So ready for this, guys. 1, 2, 3, action. Here we go. Watch this, guys. Prepare for this in action. Wow, did you guys just see that, guys, on the TV screen there? That was completely twisted, wasn't it, guys? It's not even a good sign at all, wasn't it, guys? I can't believe this. This tape got eaten up like 2 times in a row recently, and during the last time it actually got eaten, the film strip got twisted up completely at the very beginning, right during the black screen afterwards. Man, I just cannot believe this copy. This extremely rare copy with the rare closing of this copy is completely twisted up at the beginning. It actually got eaten like 2 times in a row recent, and it was not all that great, and I just couldn't believe my eyes about this. So yeah, so I'm going to show you that one more time just for the heck of it. So I'm going to show you that one more time, and I'll show you the film strip afterwards. Whoa. Whoa, that was so horrendous. That twisted part was so horrendous, wasn't it, guys? I cannot believe this at all, guys. That was extremely twisted. This tape at the very beginning, it's really extremely twisted. The entire black screen at the very beginning of this tape right here. That was horrendous, guys. That was horrific. So now I'm going to go on and show you the film strip, and y'all see why that the tape is twisted now. So let me go on and rewind this a bit, and I'll show you the twisted film strip on it. Yeah, this part right here, the film strip got flipped over a bit. So this is the part where the film strip actually got flipped upside down. You can see that right there. That's how the film strip got twisted. Because part of it was actually the film strip got flipped over. That was terrible. Hang on a second there, guys. Let me show you another part real quick. Hang on. Let me get my headphones. See, I actually can find the actual twisted parts. Okay, here we go. All right. Look at the film strip, guys. Look at this. Look what actually happened to the film strip, guys. You guys are not going to believe what the actual twisted part of the film strip actually happened, guys. Look at the film strip. Oh my goodness. That is so ugly. Look at the film strip, guys. Look how twisted that is, guys. That is so horrendously insane. This is ugly looking horrendous film strip right here, guys. Oh my goodness. No joke, it actually got twisted and it got flipped too. Maybe another twisted part. Let me go rewind it. Let me flip it back a bit. Hang on. Alright, here's another twisted part. Hang on. And then it's actually the first twisted part where the film strip actually got flipped. Starting to get flipped over and stuff backwards. Ooh, look at that. That is not looking good at all, guys. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's not good looking film strip. That's actually the first twisted part. That is not good at all, guys. Ooh, I can't believe this. All right, so that's pretty much the entire twisted part of the film strip. That's actually the entire black screen. So that's about it, guys. So yeah. Once again, this was printed in the 4th week of 1992, once again. So hang on a second there, guys. Get this thing to focus. Come on, camera, focus. Oops, hold on. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to get my camera to focus there because it was starting to get blurry there a little bit. So I do apologize for that inconvenience there, guys. It happened. So at least I fixed the camera on my phone, that is, because my camera was starting to lose focus there and all that stuff. So I just had to zoom it back and zoom it back up and stuff. So I do apologize about that, guys. It happened. So it's all good now. So yeah. So anyways, that was the video about my 1992 VHS of Child's Play 3, which is the widescreen of death and Moaning sound copy, which this tape is now completely twisted, and it's extremely twisted up at the very beginning. As y'all can see, as y'all just saw that during this video right here. So I figured I do an update video about this tape, and I showed you proof that the tape was actually twisted now, guys. It just only happened during the black screen right before the MCA Universal Home Video warning screen afterwards. So yeah. And even though this tape is now completely twisted at the beginning, I'm actually still going to go ahead and keep this copy for right now. Unless if the tape actually starts breaking even more and stuff. So, like, if it happens, like, during the movie or something like that. But although the whole entire movie is still okay, there's no other damage to it whatsoever, except it just has some lines a little bit at some certain parts. But other than that, the rest of the tape actually is still fine. Like, the rest of the tape is still okay. So that is the reason why I'm actually still get to keep this copy, and I'm still gonna plan on keeping this. Hopefully more long enough, that is. So hopefully much longer. So unless if it happens like during the movie or anything like that, then that's when I'll have to throw that tape out and get rid of this copy. But I'm hoping it doesn't get eaten up again. But anywhere else on the tape, including during the movie and stuff, I hope it doesn't break anywhere during the movie and all that stuff. So, because if it does, then I may have no choice but to do another bad news video about this copy right here. So, which I hope this doesn't happen again anytime soon, though. But at least it just happened during the beginning of it. So that's why I'm actually still gonna keep this rare copy with the rare closing at the end, which it has both the widescreen of death and Moaning sound at the end for this copy right here. So I just want to give you the facts and give you guys the update about this copy right here. So yeah. So I still can use the I can still use this copy if I do watch this movie anytime I want, that is. So it's just only happens at the very beginning of the tape. So no harm to anywhere else on the tape and all that stuff. So yeah. So I just want to let you guys know and give you guys the facts and details about throughout this copy right here. So yeah. So the good news is it doesn't get damaged or twisted anywhere else on the tape and during the movie, anywhere during the movie and all that stuff. So the movie still plays okay on this copy, and there's no other damage, there's no other twisted parts or anything like that. So that's why I'm actually still planning on keeping this copy, unless if this tape breaks again soon in the near future and all that stuff, which I hope it doesn't. This copy does not break again. Like, it doesn't get eaten again and all that stuff, like anywhere else on the tape and stuff. So, because if it does, you guys, I'm just going to have to throw that copy out and just get rid of this copy and just throw in the trash and all that stuff, which I really do not want to do that, but I really want to try to keep this copy as long as I can, because the rare closing that's at the end, because it has both the widescreen of death and moaning sound at the end of it. So that's the main reason why I'm trying to save this copy. I'm trying to keep this copy much longer, as long as I can there, guys. I'm gonna try to get hopefully the rest of the tape will still survive and all that stuff. So I just want to point that out to you guys before I get done with this video and stuff. So yeah, anyways. And one more thing before I end this video. I was supposed to do this video a few days ago, and I meant to do this back on Saturday, but apparently I just didn't do this video back then at all for that reason there. So I'm just now getting this video done and get this over with and stuff. So yeah. So I figured I just decided to go ahead and do this video just for the heck of it and show you the twisted part that's at the beginning of it and all that stuff, to show you proof that it actually gets twisted at the beginning as of now, though. So yeah, it just only happened during the entire black screen, and that's it. So yeah, anyways. So I hope you all enjoyed this type of video, and thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you guys later on in the next video. So until then, peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video. And see you guys later in the next video, and bye for now, guys.